Time to make some serious money today. We are back for another day of sports betting this 26th of April, and I'm going to be sharing with you my top 3 bet builders for the games across Europe. I'm going to be sticking £100, so 3 units on all 3 of these picks today. So we are going absolute ballistic. But firstly, let's recap yesterday. So Friday, only the 1 bet sent out, and we cashed easy winner there. We've been absolutely crushing it all season. You can see by the units, you can see by the record, I'm fully transparent. No losses are hidden at all on this channel. So if you appreciate transparency, results and honesty, feel free to subscribe. I do upload daily, and we've got a very busy weekend ahead. I am going to analyse and break down some of these lines in these bets. So if you don't like informative content that provides value, then I guess just go back to TikTok. Your brain is fried bread. Also, we've got the UFC. The UFC is on this weekend, so stay tuned for that. I don't fire much on UFC, only when I do like the cards, and I really do fancy this one. We are currently 5-1 in my last 6 bets, all on this channel. So let's just get straight into it. Enough waffle. Let's get straight into the first bet builder. So Newcastle versus Ipswich. We're going to be taking under 3 goals in the first half, under 3 corners in the first 10 minutes, under 3 cards in the first half, and no red card. And then on to the Chelsea and Everton game, no own goal. Wolverhampton and Leicester, very simple match range goals to be between 1 and 5. We're staying in the Newcastle and Ipswich game. On the second bet slip, we're going to be taking both teams to score in the first half, no. Southampton and Fulham, over 0 goals for Fulham. Very simple, that one. No red card. And then to end it, Brighton versus West Ham, under 3 goals in the first half, over 4.5 shots on target. And now, the bet builder of 3 odds. If this cashes, I am running straight to the bank. So we're going to be taking Fulham to win, no penalty in the Wolverhampton game, under 2 goals in the game in the Championship between Cardiff and West Brom, and we're taking +1 on the handicap for Atletico. Let's have a little look at some of these lines then. I like to give reasoning behind why I'm telling you to bet your money on certain bets. Please don't follow any sports tipsters on YouTube that don't elaborate on their picks, on their bets. It's just very silly, very stupid. Also, if they don't show a bet slip, they're not betting on it. They're just purely putting out content because they are monetizing your attention. So let's start in the Newcastle and Ipswich game. Under 3 goals in the first half. Newcastle, they do average 1.1 goals in that first opening 45 minutes. Goals conceded very low. I'd be surprised if Ipswich was to score pretty soon on. Their goals conceded average is 0.44, and they do have a 63% hit ratio for the clean sheet in the first half. Both teams to score as well is only 22%. So I do fancy this game to be very balanced and bit of not too much volume, but a kind of a low volume first half. The corners that both teams average 5 corners between them in the first half, and the cards very low. You could possibly take the under 1.5 in this, but that would be a bit risky. The first half cards is 1. Wolves and Ipswich. Let's take a little look at that game. So Wolves and Ipswich. We're taking the match range goals to be between 1 and 5. Wolves have hit this 8 times in their last 10 games. Ipswich 10 out of 10. Also to note, between these two teams, the both teams to score section is pretty high. I was going to add that into one of the bet slips, but I decided to fade it. That might be something to look at if you're looking for a single pick bet. But let's take a little look at this Brighton and West Ham game. So we're taking under 3 goals in the first half between the two teams and over 4.5 shots on target. The over 4.5 shots on target is really low. The actual line is probably around about 7.5. That has a 89% hit ratio when putting the two teams' averages together. The under 3 goals in the first half, I really do fancy this line. If we take a little look at the first half between these two teams, Brighton, they averaged 0.63 goals in the first half, so barely a goal. West Ham being 0.25. So according to data, this first half should be controlled and low volume. In the Fulham game, we're taking them to beat Southampton. Now, personally, I wouldn't advise anyone to be silly with their money budget. I cannot see Southampton winning this game. They've had a very poor Premier League season. In their past 10 games at home, they've only managed to win 1. Now, that wasn't in the Premier League, that was against Swansea City in the FA Cup. So their past 5 games at home, which has all been in the Premier League, they've lost 4 and drawn 1. So I really do like the look of these bets today. I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. We're closing in on 200 units. Hopefully we can get it sooner rather than later. We've just been absolutely cashing out the past month. So like I said at the beginning of the video, if you appreciate transparency, honesty, and just results in general, feel free to subscribe. I upload absolute daily. If it's a bet I am tailing myself, putting money down on myself, I am uploading it to this channel. I will catch you all in the next video. I hope you have a good Saturday. Peace.